Yeah.
Hola y bienvenidos a Entre Tres. Mi nombre es Nubia.
Griselda.
Talia. Okay, guys, today we're going to be talking about... welcome back to our second episode.
Oh.
Yeah. Already.
Yeah. Can you believe that, Nubia?
Yes. Too fast, too furious.
We're back.
Okay, guys, so today we're going to be talking about mental health and anxiety. Depression and anxiety, pretty much. Do you suffer from that, Nubia? Do you know what it is?
Yes, I know what it is, but no creo que sufra de eso.
Maybe poquita ansiedad.
A lo mejor, pero...
I think in general, a lot of people,
Everybody.
without even noticing, we all have a little bit of anxiety.
For sure.
Of something.
For sure,
Yeah.
ansiedad.
Yeah. But
Like, it
depression.
can be like you, just...
Without even noticing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
automatically.
Nubia. Ahí está. Es un síntoma.
No. Yo, bueno, la ansiedad no creo, no sé. Nervios sí me entran, por ejemplo, como...
Well, overthinking is one.
Sí.
Overthinking es como ansiedad.
Yeah.
Que le das
Yeah.
muchas vueltas a algún
That's
problema.
what I'm saying. Without even you noticing that you have anxiety, you have it.
Yeah.
Now, maybe you don't have it as much.
Severe.
Exactly. You have it just very...
Mild.
Little tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you have anxiety or depression?
I think I do have anxiety a little bit in certain things. Not as extreme,
Much.
but I can say a little bit.
Because I think people often they like ¿cómo se dice? Like confuse depression maybe
Mhm.
just because somebody how can I tell you? Like just because you're feeling sad, or maybe you think depression is just feeling sad, but it's not. That's not the case.
Right.
Like,
It has so many.
Depression has so many things. Like you can feel tired all the time, even though you slept all night. You can still feel very, very tired, and just other things. Like
Yeah.
what else?
Esa sí la tienes tú, porque todo el día tienes sueño.
Todo el día como a las 3 ya.
I feel
But-
depression, there's different levels of depression. Again, we're just talking about relating on what we
Yeah,
know.
for
Again,
sure.
we're not experts on anything.
No, for sure not.
You know, and this topic is super, super sensitive. So, by all means, don't think we're
Telling you what to do.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
We're just
Our
talking about the
personal- our
experiences.
personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, depression, I feel like you lose interest in a lot of things. And even though, let's say, you hang out with your family, with your friends, it's still like, you're still kind of like quiet, because you feel like out of place, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's how I feel.
Right.
I don't know.
You
But
feel out of place.
yeah, I feel like,
I
just
guess
in my own little world,
to me,
Yeah.
I feel you're probably in that like sadness of so sad for, and sometimes you probably don't even know why, and you're just sad.
Mhm.
You can have everything, you have health, you have your family, everything, but I'm gonna guess you have that feeling of such a sadness,
Yeah.
that
You're still missing something.
right.
Yeah, for sure. Let me turn my volume off.
So again, on the depression, how do you get that depression? Is it because of stress or family loss or?
I think I don't know about stress. Maybe it's possible. The anxiety for sure because of
Right.
stress. Depression. Oh my! Always on Talia. So depression is it's a very sensitive topic for me. You know, and y'all know.
Mhm.
You know. What was it like? What? And I never. What was it? Like I never
Experience that.
thought I was gonna experience depression, or maybe I never noticed it.
Probably.
I don't know.
So has it been recent for you to feel that way?
Yeah, I think it has. I mean, the last 3 years maybe.
So what do you think caused?
My anxiety. I think I already had anxiety from before. Before.
You feel like...
Well, not necessarily.
No, no, anxiety. I think I already had anxiety ya de años because I used to take care of my mom, and not that que era like un cargo, but it was like,
Yeah.
pues sí me desesperaba,
Sí,
having to take care of a person that's older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very,
It's
very
hard.
It's very hard.
It's hard.
It's very hard. So sí me daba ansiedad, having to take care of myself,
Yeah.
having to take care of my son, having to take care of my dad, having to take care of my mom. You know, it was very, very stressful. Very.
Right.
You know, but so I think that's what I think I had anxiety from before.
Right. So by having that anxiety and a lot of little things that happened throughout this 3 years, you think that I had a little bit of made it to a depression?
Depression, I think I got it when my mom passed away, for sure. You know, it was a really, really hard moment for me. Like, and I've never really told anybody about this, you know?
Yeah.
And not that I wanted to hurt myself, but I wanted to die.
Well, yeah, because, I mean,
know,
it's
like-
understandable for someone so close to you and, you know, just automatically lose someone, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm sure to this day, it's,
yeah.
it's
Hard.
super,
It is-
super
it's
hard
very,
when you
very
lose
hard.
someone.
And then, like 5 months later, my dad passed away. So that was like, so I think for my dad, my mom, like, it broke my heart. Like, it was something that I had never felt before. But for my dad, like, I was already, like, kind of numb, you know, like.
Right.
So for my dad, it was a little different. It was a different feeling for sure. A very, very different feeling.
Yeah.
Like, I was, like, so numb. Like, I knew he had passed away, pero como que no lo quería aceptar, maybe,
Right.
No
you
te
know?
caía el
You're
20.
in shock,
Yeah.
I guess,
With my
where
dad.
everything going
So my
on.
mom, you know, had never experienced something like that before.
Yeah.
But with my dad, it was just very, very, it was very different. Very, very different.
Right. So, are you taking any medication for it?
I take medication for anxiety.
But for
For
depression?
depression, no.
Have you talked to...
I've gone to the doctor before, but I just don't want to get medicine for
medicine.
depression. It makes me feel sick.
Mm.
Very, very sick.
I guess that...
And I know you're supposed to, like, wait, maybe, like, take it for a month.
And then
Se te
wait.
va quitando, supposedly. But I've never gone more probably than one day. Because the one day that I took it, I got
But,
sick.
like, do you feel depressed throughout, like, all the time? Or is it just
No.
little, like, up and
Episodes.
downs or little
Yeah.
episodes?
Yeah, it's not all the time. I don't think so. I mean, there's, you know, like, not that I try, but...
Does it help you whenever you're, you know, around with your friends and talk to people? And that way
Yeah.
you're not by yourself most of the time?
It helps me whenever I'm maybe, like, around y'all, you know? But when I went around my family, like, well, no, because I think about my parents.
Yeah.
Right, because it was,
Yeah.
you know, it's your family.
Yeah, so whenever I'm around my family, so maybe that's why I kind of, like, distance myself a little bit.
Mm.
Not because I want to distance myself, but because,
It reminds you.
yeah, like,
Reminds you of your parents.
yeah, it really does. So I prefer to just, you know, keep my space.
Right.
I think that helps me a little bit.
I think also you have to, especially because your parents just passed away not too long ago, you have that grief, you know, still, and it's just too recent.
Yeah.
So you still in that process, you know, and it's hard.
And everyone does experience it
Different.
differently.
Yeah.
You know, everybody. Some people might be happy, others might hide it, but
Right.
I mean, and it's gonna. I mean, even though it takes time, you
Yeah.
still won't forget about it.
yeah,
It's always gonna be there, no matter what.
Yeah.
for sure. But and then I'm telling you, like, after my dad passed away, like, I was very, very, like, numb, like, como que it was just a weird, weird feeling,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And
Okay, you were not all that.
yeah, like, yeah, I wasn't, like, I don't know, not that I wasn't all there. Is that what you said?
Como que tu mente no estaba.
Yeah,
o sea,
and
tu
then-
cuerpo estaba, pero tu mente.
Yeah, and then
estaba en otra parte.
what really, really hurt Josh, you know, my son, because he of course he loved my mom, you know, he loved my mom, but with my dad he was super, super close, and it hurt him, I think, the most.
Especially because he's younger.
Yeah, and so I feel like I had to be there for him, you know, like had to be a little more strong, and I feel like depression si se pega,
Really.
you know, like because with Josh, I feel como que he would always see me, you know, like posting stuff, or we would be driving, y pues, you know, I would tear a little, and como que se lo pegué.
Really.
Yeah, como que se lo pegué, and that's where he started. I feel like that's why he started getting depression. You know, and I mean, to me, depression is real. It's not just something that is going to go away.
Oh no.
I mean, a prayer is very, very...
Yeah, helpful,
good, yeah.
obviously.
It's
Yeah.
But if it is
It's not.
mental.
Yeah.
Right.
It's mental, so I feel like you need medication if it's very severe.
I feel like, yes, you know, I'm not a doctor or anything,
Yeah.
but I think medication would help. But also staying close to your friends, talking to someone
For sure,
that would
talking to
help.
someone.
Yeah.
Counseling.
Counseling,
I mean-
talk to us, you know,
Talk to a
someone that's
friend.
Because, I mean, and I'm just talking in general, like, you're not
Professional.
alone. Like, there's
Yeah.
people, you know, people that want to hear you, people
Yeah.
that care for you,
Yeah.
Exactly.
that truly care for you and are not going to judge you
right.
for you.
That's why we care for you, girl.
Aw,
Yes,
you're so
we're
sweet.
always here.
We love you.
Oh, thank you,
Yes.
Nubia. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, I want to be around people that don't judge me. They're like, oh, Talia, if you want to take medicine, go ahead. If you think it's going to help you, then go ahead,
Yeah.
take the medicine that you need.
Support you.
Right.
Be there for you.
Not
yes.
just tell me, oh, no, just do
Not
this,
just judge you.
do this,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine. No, like,
Right.
no. Like, I want the support, you know what I mean?
Right.
Es que no es fácil.
Or tell me, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Or tell me, oh, es que, you know, te la mantienes cansada. I mean,
It's because a lot of people can be very judgmental. You don't understand the other person's going through.
Yeah.
And why are you always so tired? And you look so tired. You really don't know
what they're going through.
exactly what people's
they
going
feel.
through, instead of being there for the person. Oh, and, you know, give them, hey, you got this, and let's do this or let's do that, you know?
Or even if you know, I come to you, Gigi or Nubia, and I don't tell you, but you're there, you know, just to hug me or something.
Right.
Even if I don't tell you nothing, you know, at least I know that you're there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't have to tell you my stuff if I don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't tell
You
you.
can
yeah,
just
no,
tell on a person if they're
Yeah.
a little down. It's just a hug or a little, a good, you know, something
Yeah.
that can help them.
Yeah, I feel like, and then, like, also, like I told you about my son, you know, he suffered from depression, and his was, I feel like, maybe more severe than mine, because he did have suicidal thoughts,
Oh, wow.
you know, and to me, that's just
Oh, yeah. That's
horrible,
yeah.
horrible feeling, you know, like, and maybe that's why I kind of built a wall between people, because, you know, just the thought of me losing my son again,
Yeah.
losing my
Right.
son, you know, it's so
Scary.
It's
horrible.
hard, yeah.
But he's getting help.
He is getting help, professional help,
Good.
you know.
So it's a lot for you, you know, with your parents and then your son and then, you know, your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now yourself
Yeah.
of trying to.
Yeah. So it is a lot. It is a lot. But you know, my son is getting help for it. So you know, he does take medicine for it, and it has helped him. He does take counseling once a week.
Good.
You know, so it has helped him a lot.
That's great.
Have you seen the difference?
But I think so. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
He's more
good.
talkative. You
Oh.
know, he's
Nice.
More social.
yeah, a little more social. But I mean, even though he's like muy callado,
Yeah.
que se lo metía en el cuarto, you know, but he's.
Pero pienso que así están todos los jóvenes
Sí,
ahorita.
ya.
Las mías
Sí, sí,
así
sí.
están también. No salen del cuarto.
But I feel for him, it's helping him. You know.
Yeah.
And that's
But you
what I
know
want.
what? I can say that you're such a great mom
Mhm.
because especially you do pay attention to his feelings.
Yeah.
Because a lot of moms, if the kids say, oh, no, pues tengo esto and I'm feeling like this and así, then mom, oh, no, you can get over it. Oh, it's because you're young. Oh,
Yeah,
you get
because
over it.
parents back then, honestly, se me hace como que no creían en depresión.
Yeah.
At least I don't think I ever went through it. So I never really told my parents something like that, you know. But I've heard stories.
Mhm.
Que, te estoy triste. No, pues ponte a limpiar.
Yeah.
O ponte a hacer esto. Ponte a leer.
Yeah.
O ponte a hacer algo.
Porque
you
estoy
know?
aburrida. No, pues yo así le mío así cuando me dicen estoy aburrido, pues órale, hay mucho que hacer. Pero pues me salen, estoy aburrida.
Pues sí.
O
Órale.
antes que te decían, ve a ver si ya parió la marrana.
Así es, sí. Hay
For
muchas
sure.
cosas que hacer.
Yeah. But yeah, depression it's pretty bad.
It's real, yeah.
It is real. And some people that haven't
They don't take
experienced it,
And people
Don't know.
Yeah.
the feeling of it.
Right. It's scary.
It is
too.
very, very scary.
Right.
But yeah, so let me see what other. And also, I also think like depression does make you gain weight. Does
Yeah.
make you, lose your hair.
Well, yeah, because you're always
there's-
thinking
yeah.
and thinking. so-
Overthinking is like one thing that I overthink every little thing.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
overthink whenever if I have a problem or I have something going on that it's not like right, I overthink and think and think. I used to, Not no more.
No, yo sí.
I quit.
But then also that makes you stress. That can stress you out without you even thinking.
Yeah.
And your body is so tense. Your body is so stressed out. And you're like, I'm not stressed. I'm not. Well, yeah, if you're overthinking stuff,
I used to
you're
be
making
like that,
yourself so stressed out about
Something that hasn't even
situation.
happened yet.
Yeah.
You're already thinking in the future.
Yeah.
And that happens to me. You know, like, honestly, te lo juro que before I go to bed, not every night, but there's something like, ay, Diosito, what if I don't wake up in the morning? And I pray, like, Diosito, please let me wake up in the morning. That's just my anxiety, you know, that I get it so bad.
Yeah.
Or
I
like,
have never gone to bed without thinking that I'm not going to wake up.
I do, and I pray, like, Diosito, please, like, que me levante, que se levante Josh, que se levante Chris, you know?
Do you think that's like more like a phobia though?
I think
scared?
so,
Anxiety.
That's something that,
No, because even, like, when Josh goes to school, like, me pasan unas cosas en la mente that I'm like, what if there's an active shooter? You know, what if something happens at school? So sometimes...
Yeah, you overthink too much.
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah,
do.
like-
Like, I'll be sitting down, and I'm like, you know, Josh, I'll text him. You know, me contesta, and I'm like...
Yeah, and that's when you start...
I'm like,
He hasn't
texted
answered me.
So I'll call the school, and I si me contestan, nothing's happened.
But then again, you make yourself that anxiety.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yes, it's just my head.
Your
like,
brain works with, like, your head's
24/7.
Yes.
yeah, because I call the
You
school.
get exhausted
Yeah,
at the end of the
big time,
day.
yeah.
Yes, because my brain doesn't rest. Like, it does not rest.
When you go to sleep, your brain's still thinking.
No,
And your body
because I always
asleep.
dream. Always dream. Or like there's sometimes I don't know if it's happening to y'all, but you think you're asleep, but your brain is still like running in the morning.
No, when I disconnect.
No, I go to bed and I go to bed.
Sorry.
Like.
No, you see, there's times that I go to bed and my brain's still like thinking, and I can hear everything around me, but I'm asleep and I wake up with a headache.
Because you overthink all night.
But
think
that's
about
just
it
my
all night.
brain. Like,
But
I can't help it.
Have you tried to like meditate or I'm like
Take something to go to sleep and let your head
No, I'm
rest.
scared to take something because I have sleep apnea.
Oh my
¿Capaz que ahora
God.
sí no me levanto, novia?
I think you need like once in a while try to meditate or try to get some kind of class of yoga or something.
For real.
I don't know, but I do every little thing. Or like,
I'ma tell-
como like, this morning I was like, hi, novia. Y luego, like, you were kind of like, hi. I'm like, ¿hasta qué trae?
What? So she analyzed it all day. I wonder why she didn't like me today.
I'm like,
And
what?
I overthink everything. I mean, literally everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I probably
So
thought
just
it was
make
busy.
sure next time when she says hi.
Yeah. Quiero que me recibas con carpeta roja y todo.
Tambores
No, but
y
I
todo.
overthink everything. Every little thing.
That, I would not.
No, but
think
see,
that.
that's just me though. Like, I can't help it.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm like, what?
No, I do overthink everything. I just cannot help it, you know?
You have to let it go. I just like, no.
Let it go.
Yeah,
There's so
but
much you can do.
I know.
Todo tiene solución.
Exactly.
Menos la muerte. Eso
Exactly.
sí. Todo tiene solución. Así es que. Y no
Calm
podemos arreglar.
down.
Ya, no podemos arreglar
Yeah.
el mundo que gira
No.
a nuestro alrededor.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure también digo que going to sleep, I'm like, ay, que si no me levanto.
Oh,
Y ya me
hell no.
levanto, I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus, I woke up.
Really?
That's crazy.
Not every morning, but I do it often.
Pero de 10, 9.
I do it often, but I can't help it. And también tengo la maña de que if I wake up en la madrugada o en la mañana, my first thing is go check on Josh to make sure he's breathing.
I go check on my kids, but I don't check if they're breathing. I
yo
just
sí me
open the
espero,
door
like, okay.
and okay,
O
they're
de
there.
una
Okay.
pierna. Ah, okay, ya se movió. Ya.
Girl.
I think you have more like a phobia of like not
Yes.
waking up in the
Yeah,
morning.
Maybe, but maybe it's the thought of my parents. I don't know what it could be.
No, it's something
know.
else.
No.
Honestly, I don't know what it could be, but hopefully.
But like checking on your
hopefully
kids, I
I'm
mean,
not the
it's
only one
fine.
that feels like that. Maybe there's other people that feel like that.
Right.
Yeah,
And I'm
everybody's
sure,
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you just need to relax. It's okay.
But I do. I mean,
Enjoy your day.
it's because my brain doesn't stop. Like
Drink a lot of Red Bull and
No, it's gonna make it worse. With
And
all that
that thing.
caffeine.
No, like my brain just doesn't stop. I don't know why.
drink a lot of it.
I don't know why it doesn't stop. Like if I see like
So imagine if we would get a massage, you would be
Relax,
relaxed.
Final
relax,
destination?
thinking she's not gonna get out from there.
destination.
Oh my God.
El mendigo penny.
Oh, hell, that's why I don't pick up the pennies no more.
Oh,
I see 'em
my
in the floor.
God.
See you.
That's anxiety right there.
No, pues por la película, nomás lo mira uno, pues le saco la vuelta. Hay que se quede.
What
Un diamond
penny?
también.
Oh, that
If you haven't
movie?
seen it,
No.
you need to watch it. And
Yeah.
you're going to think the same thing we think.
No, te levantan los pennies, yeah.
I don't pick them up anyways, but
Ah, yo sí.
Well, I used to.
Yo sí levanto. If I see, especially a dime, I pick it up.
It's 10 cents, 10 cents.
10
They don't,
cents. No,
they don't
but
give me
not
a gun
good.
for
They say
10 cents.
They say it's good luck.
A
Pero yo sí
dime?
los levanto. Yeah.
Oh,
Yo sí los levanto.
yeah.
But, yeah.
You
But,
need to watch that movie.
really?
Mm.
yeah.
What is it called?
Final Destination.
It's the last one,
The
one that just came out recently.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. You need
okay.
to go to
Yeah.
the movies.
I'll go to the movies.
But,
then.
Ese va a ser tu tarea cuando regrese. Ah.
yeah,
Tell me
so,
all about the penny.
Yeah.
yeah, but no, that movie gives you anxiety. Cause like, oh, ¿qué va a pasar? You know, like, and then you overthink everything.
Yeah.
If you're an overthinker.
Yeah, because I didn't. I just watched it, but I was
Entonces,
like,
peli, pues.
well, I'm not going to pick it up because I saw the movie and I'm just like, I'm not picking it up.
But it's a movie though.
Yeah, it's a movie.
I do, but I was
Yeah,
like,
like
oh,
just
hell
in
no.
case.
Yeah, just in case.
But yeah.
If they don't give me the gun for the penny, it's okay.
Te quedas sin chicle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Do
Pues
you
sí.
ever experience anything, Novia? Anything similar? I mean,
Not personally, like personal, no algo personal, pero alguien no muy cercano, pero no muy lejano. A mí no.
Ni muy ni tan tan.
A mi esposo, a friend, his wife left him, and I guess she meant to him like, para él era su mundo, I guess, his wife, so he committed suicide.
Oh.
So, yeah, it was hard because we
I'm
couldn't
sure.
believe it because he was really
suicide
young.
is horrible.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, I wasn't close to him, but
Yeah.
the people that were close to him, yeah, it hit him like really hard. So,
Wow.
And I've heard
I
people
think it was
commit
depression.
suicide. I've heard people.
But I feel like that's because it was not treated, or maybe the medication, or
I don't
maybe
think-
he didn't talk to no one.
I don't think-
maybe he didn't
yeah.
have the support of actually people being there. And even with that, you know, you
You
have that
still-
support, and there's just, even if you tell them whatever you want to tell them, it's just that feeling.
Yeah, they
You
didn't
know?
think that he was gonna do that. I mean, like nobody would think that you were gonna do that. Like,
I think that's why if you...
That's why it happens.
yeah,
But I feel like if you go in the early stages, I think it's...
It's possible. too.
But if you go whenever it's just so bad, I don't know. I mean, like, again, I'm
You're not an expert.
No.
We're not an expert for sure.
It's just my thoughts.
yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
personal
Pues
opinion.
mi
Right.
opinión, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like with Josh, I like maybe like lo molesto mucho, but I'm like, baby, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Like, do you mind telling me anything? You know, he gets annoyed by me. Like, Mom, I'm okay. But I mean, I'm scared. You know, I do question him a lot.
yeah, especially
Right.
what you said. that
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
You know, I do question him a lot sometimes, and I wish I would do it because, you know, my parents were very, very strict, and I don't want to be like that with Josh. But it's just
No.
very, very hard.
I think
It's very
times
hard.
have changed, so I think now these days we're more like, kind of lenient, like on the parents. I'm not. Yeah, my mom was really strict too, and I'm like more lenient.
It's because I think the problem with me is I overprotect Josh,
Yeah, you do.
and I
Big
try
time.
not to, but I can't.
No,
help
there's
it.
no.
I can't
No.
help it. I cannot help it. Because me and Josh, like, I feel like maybe, like, back then, you know, mi papá los cuidaba. Mi papá y mi mamá los cuidaban mucho.
Yeah.
But now, just the thought of me even,
But you're just you.
yeah, but just even the thought que, if something happens to my son, girl.
Oh
well,
yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah. I mean, like I
you know,
would
just the
do
thought of
same,
it, like,
yeah.
pues no.
But I
Maybe
feel
that's why I
like you're analyzing everything
know.
without
Way too
nothing
much.
happening.
No.
I know.
You know, it's okay. You know, I think you're just so hard on yourself too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But once
Way
in a
too
while,
much.
you just breathe. It's okay.
I
Take a
know.
chill pill, like Gigi told me.
No.
Take a chill pill.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
and I do pray about it, you know, but,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Right. Have you thought about going to, you know how sometimes they have those classes of, you know...
You know, I did try one time. I tried going to Mid-Cities to a grieving class,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't. I went one time to Mesa and I couldn't. Like, just, well, of course, it was a circle. People went around talking about their stories. different people, mostly people that have died, But I couldn't. When it was my turn, I just couldn't. Like, I was
You couldn't open.
I couldn't, no me salía nada,
Yeah, it's because it was just not your time of actually opening up and let them.
And I really don't talk to, even to Chris, I really don't talk to him about my feelings. And he'll ask me, how are you feeling? But I just can't,
Right.
That's weird. I mean, like, even him.
Yeah, I can't.
Or you know what? Sometimes you just don't want to talk. You just want to cry and cry and cry and without talking.
But I feel honestly, it has kind of not ¿cómo te digo? Como, ¿cómo se dice? Affected my relationship with Chris sometimes. Because he does tell me, I want you to be happy like you used to be. When we first started dating, because he'll ask me, just tell me how you feel or whatever, but I just can't.
Yeah, because again, you're still in that process. It's so recent, and all we can do is just be here for you and, just have, you want just to
but
cry.
If you don't tell him, I mean, he's not going to know.
I know, but it's really hard for me to open myself. Right now, I'm telling y'all, pretending that the camera's not watching us.
Right.
But it's just a different, y'all are my friends. Chris is, I don't know. I mean, he's my friend too, obviously. My boyfriend, my partner, but it's just a different kind of.
Yeah, and you have certain people that you feel more comfortable. Yeah. It's not that you don't,
don't trust him.
No, right. No, it's not.
He's
but
my best friend, but it's just hard.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Especially because I don't want people to see me cry.
Oh.
Even though
everybody saw you
already.
Everybody saw you.
We're pretending the camera's not here. But no, I don't like people to see me cry. I feel like that's they're going to see me as
I'm a crybaby, so.
Well, not really. That doesn't really mean by
But
you.
to me,
Yeah, you're just opening up your heart,
Yeah.
So by crying, that doesn't mean you can cry because you're so happy. You can cry sad tears.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong to show your feelings.
Yeah. And Josh, me ha dicho, Mom, you need to get counseling. Was last time they were talking about me. I told you, right? And they were when I left, and they were talking about me, saying that I had to go see a counselor.
Oh, I don't remember. No.
That I was mad at them because they were talking about me.
No, you probably thought of telling us, but you didn't say it.
Yeah, because I got home and yeah, Mom, I think you should go to counseling. I was and Chris was yeah. I was oh, heck no, you're not talking about me behind my back. But yeah, they were just, which I know, they want me to get help, but I just feel like it's not the right time.
I think you'll know whenever you're just
ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think so too. But right now, no.
No.
And I always go to y'all.
Yeah.
I
mean, and I'm happy. I'm pretty sure she's happy because you opened to us and we're there for you.
I do talk. I don't know if I talk about my parents almost every day to y'all. Or I'd say every little, little things,
I see you post.
Yeah, and I don't post every day though.
No, like when you post stuff, I see that.
Yeah.
But te voy a bloquear.
Excuse me. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Pues tú lo subes para que lo miren. So.
No, ya te voy a bloquear por eso.
¿Que se lo miro? Pues,
But yeah.
So, and you, Gigi? What do you think? Yeah, or depression or something?
Depression, I know a few people. So, me personally, I don't have the feeling or anything. Mm-hmm. But I can relate a little bit on people I know that have it. And I see their struggle. Mm-hmm. And it's so hard for them. Yeah. What happened to them, una por una cosa, otra por otra. Mm-hmm. It was very hard. So I feel like that kind of trigger or that kind of, pues sí se hizo develop.
Yeah.
The depression.
Hizo que escalara un poco más.
So it's very hard. And I see it. Te digo, so, I try to be there for them and try to get them out and because it can be very, como muy solo. Mm-hmm. Se sienten muy solas at the time.
Yeah.
So I try to kind of be there. And not be judgmental. Because a lot of people can be like that, especially if you've never gone through it or experienced it and you don't know the feeling, but we're real quick on judging.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can see how hard it is.
Yeah.
without them wanting to be like that, but it's just out of their control. Anxiety, I do a little bit without even
noticing.
I have a funny story. I think I already told you about my anxiety.
But the worms, or which one is it?
No, that's a phobia.
Oh.
No, that's like another topic.
Uh-huh.
Different episode?
No, the anxiety, I ate a little late. And then, so, yo dije, pues tengo agruras. So I was like, pues whatever. No. Pues sí, it was agruras. So yeah, I went to sleep or whatever. I felt so bad. So bad. And then my heart rate was so high.
And then?
And then, yeah, el último, I was like, I told my husband, I need to go to the hospital, and then I think I'm going to get a heart attack or whatever. I go to the hospital emergency
You
room.
went to the hospital?
I did. It was like around, I don't know, like 2. So, yeah.
No, señora.
So I told my husband, I was like, oh my gosh, my rate's like so high. It was like 160. Dije, yo, we have to go because what if like in between... you know, I get a heart attack. So, ya llegamos, emergency room, ya me pusieron los, you know, everything.
Yeah.
And then, no, real quick, he said, like, no, you're fine. And then, do you want to talk to the doctor? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? I'm dying here. Like, what do you mean? And then, yeah, the doctor ya me vio y todo. He's like,
ya me revivieron.
No, he's like, you just got an anxiety attack. I'm like, what do you mean I got an anxiety attack? In the middle of the night?
Yeah.
It happens.
In the middle of the night. My heartbeat was crazy going up. Dije yo, pues yo traigo acidez or something.
Yeah. And then?
No, he was like, you got an anxiety attack.
Put it to husband.
Yeah. Pues ya.
You rushed him to the
Yeah, and
emergency.
they just checked my heart rate and then he was going down. Yeah, by the time I got home, yeah. I was like,
pasó?
really? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so without
crazy.
you knowing, you get it.
You can get it.
It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
No, but
It's just different.
I maybe an anxiety attack. I've had it maybe like 3, maybe. But it has woken me up. Que me dan mucha ansiedad.
It's the scariest thing.
But it wasn't that bad.
But
No, I got up and I was like, oh my gosh, like, it just felt weird, you know? So I just went to go check my pill. Y pensé, ¿y qué pasa si no me levanto con esa cosa?
No, hombre. A mí, yo pienso que lo mío no es una ansiedad de ataque, pero también una vez, yo creo que porque cené bien tarde.
¿Era acidez?
Échale la culpa. No, no era acidez, sino que pues ya me acosté y todo, me dormí a medianoche. Pues ya, pues sueñas, ya ves, y cuando sueñas, muchas veces los sueños son como si fueran
So real.
de verdad.
Yeah.
Pues estaba soñando que mi marido me estaba poniendo el cuerno y que no sé qué calle.
no, pues la ansiedad.
En la mañana, que casi me lo quería tragar.
No, déjame
No,
hacer bien.
Entonces, ¿qué es? Pero, no,
That's another topic.
pero, o sea, se siente tan real que dices tú, like, what the heck?
No, sí se sienten real, pero no, that's not.
Entonces,
Eso no es ansiedad. No. No.
ah, bueno.
Eso es
Shoot.
tóxica.
No, that's just, I mean,
It's just a dream.
yeah,
Okay,
that was
thank
more
you.
toxic.
Cuando me levanté, que oh no, aquí está bien, pero casi me lo quería tragar, casi,
Casi, ¿qué dijiste?
casi, pero no.
Pobrecito él. Did you tell him in the morning?
Yes. Dijo, lo bueno que era un sueño.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
for
I was
sure,
like,
yeah.
what the
Pobrecito.
heck? Yeah, ni modo. Bueno, pues.
Pues
que-
sí, guys, pero pues es que se me hace que ya. I think that covers today's episode, maybe.
I think
And
so.
like I said, if somebody suffers from depression, which I'm not talking about y'all, but just anybody that y'all know, you know, it is a very, very dark place. So please know that there is hope for it. And you can always find somebody to talk to. It could be a friend. It could be your cousin. It could be a
Talk to someone.
Just somebody.
Mhm.
Somebody. There's a hotline too. I don't know the number. Maybe I can get it right here real quick. The hotline number for the suicide. I think that's what it's called.
You can always put it on our...
Yeah, I
Our
can put it on the
page.
comments, but if not, I mean, está en
on the internet.
on the internet for sure. You look for like suicidal hotline, and it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Let me see. I thought I had took a screenshot for the same reason.
You probably thought and you missed it.
Yeah. Maybe I did, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what happened to it. I know I had to take a screenshot, but I guess I don't have it anymore.
They probably
yeah.
deleted it.
Maybe. Sí, porque no.
No la hallan, la Talía.
No la hallo. But just know that you are not alone. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you ever have, just get help either from the school, from your friends, family member, anybody that you can think of.
Yeah, and then you feel comfortable with to
Yeah.
open
That you
open
trust
up.
more.
Especially
Yeah.
somebody that you feel comfortable with, for sure.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with you or anybody having depression.
No.
Yeah.
A
lot of people
you're
have
not
it.
the only one. It's like, I'm sure there's millions of people out there
Right.
Yes.
that suffer from it,
For sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's better for you to get the help,
In time.
in time
Then
Right.
before anything.
It escalates.
Anything, yes.
For sure.
Yeah, guys. So I think maybe next week we will not have an episode because Miss Nubia over here will be going on vacation.
Woohoo!
So we're gonna skip a week, but
We'll be back.
we'll be back for sure.
Yes, we'll
More
see you.
strong and more better.
And I'm like, so we go home.
Yeah.
Porque no voy a andar allá en las Floridas en bikini.
Ay.
Va a venir bien tostadita.
For sure. Okay.
Sí.
Bueno, pues gracias. Y
We'll see you in the next episode.
nos
Thank you.
vemos.